Are you feeling my energy this morning? Are you feeling it? I am positive. I am joyful because I woke up this morning with a clear vision, and I just feel certain this morning. I know exactly what I'm going to do. You ever just wake up in the morning and you just feel that joy, and you just feel like you know exactly how you're going to proceed that day and the days that follow? That's how I felt this morning when I woke up. I felt clear. I feel certain. I had direction. And I was joyful. Like, all of those things came together this morning, and I wanted to share that energy with you guys. And I wanted to share a message with you guys though too. Hey guys, it's Latoya. If you've been with me for a good while, you know that I love my plants. You know that I love to garden. And from the moment that you guys met me until now, it has expanded so much, and I'm so grateful for that. So what I have in front of me is a pack of seeds. And as you see, this here is my broccoli. And I'm so grateful for my broccoli. But that's a whole nother story, okay? But as you see, I have the broccoli in front of me. And it appears that the package is closed. If you look at it, it appears that the package is closed, okay? So if I just take this packet of seeds and I do absolutely nothing with them, but I have a desire to plant them, I have a desire to actually eat broccoli, right? If I want to do it, but I do absolutely nothing with these seeds, and I don't plant them in the soil, and I don't give them water and nutrients and love and attention, if I don't nurture these seeds, they will always be in this packet, right? And what good would it do? It would not give me what I needed, right? But if I take this packet and I open it up and I take the seeds, do I have any more seeds in here? If I take the seeds and I plant them in soil, which I did, and then I realized I need to go get some more seeds. It's like two in here. But if I take these seeds and I put them in the soil and I water that soil and I talk to my plants, I give them attention, I give them nutrients, I'm attentive is really what I'm trying to say. If I take that seed and I'm attentive to it, what will happen? What will happen? That seed will grow. It will grow into my desire. It will grow into their broccoli, right? That's my message for you guys today. Is many of us have a seed inside of us. We have an idea that we want to start a business. Do you know how many times I have had many ideas? Do you know how many times I have an idea and I just sat on it and I watched other people do it? That deterred me. But why should it? Because the truth of the matter is that there's enough of the pie to go around, right? You can start a business and I can start the same type of business, and we can both be profitable in that business. There's no reason why you can't start your business or I can't start my business because somebody else did it, or they did it the way that you wanted to do it. You are you. You are uniquely made. You are you. There's plenty of broccoli out there. But depending on what you do to that broccoli, depends on how it's going to taste, right? So there are things, okay, it's broccoli, okay, it's going to taste like broccoli, But if you just put it in the dirt, I know this is a different plant, but I have had kale that tastes like dirt because all I did was put the seed in the dirt and water it, and it tastes like dirt, right? A lot of times as entrepreneurs we do that. Once we finally get that seed, that idea out of our head, and we put it and plant it in soil, something will produce out of it, right? So it produces and is not what you expect it would be, right? It don't taste flavorful, right? So what do you do the next time around? The next grow season, you're going to take that idea, you're going to put it in the soil, you're going to give it some nutrients this time, and you're going to water it. And what will it taste like then? It may taste a little bit different. Then the next grow season, what do? You take that next seed, same type of plant, that next seed, put it in the soil, give it the nutrients, give it the water, go ahead and give it the attention that it needs and it desires. And mind you, it must receive sun. And there are different types of plants that will require direct sunlight. Some will require partial shade. Some will require, they require different things. Some require different temperatures. We we had planted all these brassicas. So that will be your all your green leafy vegetables, pretty much. So your cabbage and your greens and things of that such. So we anyway, your green leafy vegetables, right? So we had planted all of these plants in summer. So if you don't know, that's the wrong time to plant your brassicas, okay? You can grow it. It will grow. It did. It grew. But it wasn't in abundance. So as the temperature kept going up, what happened? My plants died out. I was so devastated when they died. I was like, oh my goodness, what is going on here? They're supposed to, produce, within like that 50, 60 days. And why are they, produce something, but then it died right off because the temperature was wrong. So you can have a good idea. You can plant it in good soil. You can water it. You can give it sunlight. You can give it everything that it needs. But if it's in the wrong temperature, if it's in the wrong climate, it's not going to flourish the way that it could possibly flourish. So you tried the idea and it did not work. Or it worked for a certain amount of time, but it didn't work the way that you wanted it to work. It didn't produce what you wanted it to produce. You didn't yield the harvest that you were trying to harvest. It's okay. You can always try again. There's another grow season. There's always a season to grow. And guess what? Summertime is not the only time to grow things. I know they say, you start in spring and you get these wonderful vegetables, fruits and vegetables in the summertime. That's true. If you plant the right things. If you don't, these are fall vegetables. So I put it in the summer and it didn't do what it was supposed to do the way that it was supposed to do it because it was in a wrong climate, right? So when I started them off in the spring, everything was great. But when the summer hit, game over. Game completely over, okay? So try it again. Do not stop, okay? So you may not succeed the first time around. It's okay. Try again. Okay? I just wanted to give that message to you guys because when I woke up this morning, like I said, I woke up with so much clarity and I know exactly how my next year is going to be in my plan. If it's my season. You know what I'm saying? If it's my season to produce these ideas, then it won't happen. And if it's not my season to do so, I still planted the seed in the soil. I learned from those mistakes. I've learned so much this grow season. It makes absolutely no sense, I just I learned what I could grow, what I couldn't grow, and it's strange because for me as someone who's enjoying the gardening process, I technically just started, right? So I've always had an interest in growing, food, but you know, in my previous lifetime, meaning in my previous career, I would grow flowers. So if you don't know, I was an educator, and I grew flowers with the children, and they didn't always grow great, okay? And I only dabbled with it every now and again around, the Mother's Day or, different little holidays or whatever. And we would plant these seeds. But the thing is, I would plant these seeds like 2, 3 weeks before. I wasn't giving them enough time to really do anything. So they didn't produce what they were supposed to produce in the time frame that I needed them to produce. I didn't give it enough time. And then when we got into this pandemic, then I started looking into fruits and vegetables. And I'm like, this is wonderful. But I wasn't doing a lot. I was just doing a little bit here and there. I was just testing it to see if it could be. And the more that the pandemic grew, at first, I was like, yeah, I'm growing fruits and vegetables. But then I was like, wait, stuff is really, really real right now. Like, why don't I have an abundance? And I only could do it this little bit of time. And I mean, I was losing my mind completely. Just if you know me, you know me, I was completely just losing my mind and not understanding that I needed to widen the variety that I had. That doesn't mean to go plant everywhere and everything. That doesn't mean that. You still need to be selective on what you're planting and where you're planting it and what type of soil you're planting it and all of those things. But I needed to expand past what I just knew, and I just did. And I didn't know that I could grow past a certain season. So all of those things. And as the next season came along, I learned a little bit more. And now we're here, right? So now we're here. So this is the third grow season for me that I have learned through trial and error what I can grow in my climate, in my zone. So there's a zone that every place has a zone, depending on where you are. It depends on what you can grow and how often you can grow it, and all this other stuff, all these details, all this logistical stuff, if you will, So I didn't know all those things. I had to learn, and it was definitely a learning process for me. Same thing for you in your business, okay? There may be a lot of different factors on why your business is not succeeding the way that you want it to succeed. Could you not be in the right market? Could you not be in the right area for the product or service that you are trying to sell to people? What's trending? What's popular? What's in? What's not? What was the trend? How have markets succeeded in the past? What's coming around the corner? So if you wanted to start a newspaper, it may not be your time to do that. You missed your mark on that. But if you wanted to do news that is available digitally, hey, there may be a market for that. This is my message. Don't give up, okay? Like, plant your seed in the right soil, in the right climate. But if you don't know what that is, try it anyway. Try it anyway. Try your idea anyway. Because you never know what's going to be produced out of that idea. It may not be what you expected, but it may be something there for you. So that's my message for you. Try. Take that idea out of your head. Put it on paper. Write it down. Take the idea out of your head. Put it on paper. Now apply it. Action. action is necessary for those dreams to come true. So put yourself in action. Move. Motion is important. Let's do this. Let's start that business. And if you already started your business and it's not going the way that you want it to go, stay encouraged. Stay encouraged. You started. You started. You took that idea and you decided to put action to it. You took that dream and you made it a reality. Even if that reality does not look like the reality that you had envisioned. Right? Now, let's try to make that vision come true. You may not know about this broccoli. I keep going back to my fruits and vegetables. Listen, you may not know about this broccoli, but you've enjoyed it in the past, haven't you? You enjoyed it when somebody else harvests that broccoli. Now it's time for you to harvest it yourself. But you can't harvest what you don't sow. Okay? Let's get it together. I hope that you guys have an amazing day. Have an amazing week. And I will see you next time. Have an amazing day now. Bye.